ties between music and technology are pretty obvious, and nowhere is that more on display than at an event like Moogfest. At this year's festival, Microsoft and Grimes have teamed up on a collaborative installation where you can remix one of the artist's songs just by moving your hands along a mesh net and having that movement tracked with Microsoft's Kinect camera. Let's go check it out.
So in this installation, we're using Kinect and using that to follow people's interaction with a mesh surface. So every time anybody goes through the space, their movements and interactions with the space change the song just a little bit.
There's 22 speakers, and there are kind of these 4 zones. Each zone is mapped to a Kinect. As people push into the mesh, they're not only affecting volume and pitch, they're affecting a number of different kind of parameters. So EQ, delays, and reverb, and all sorts of different effects to some of those tracks.
Working with Moogfest and starting to talk to the guys at Moogfest, we asked about artists that were going to be in the lineup that were interested in technology and interested in pushing things in new directions. And so one of the artists that came up right away was Grimes.
As people enter the space, they're virtually going inside the music of Grimes. Grimes' vocal is really commanding in this song, and we wanted to shine a light on that and allow that to kind of envelop the space. And then we also felt that there's a danciness to this track, so we wanted to maintain that. So these are the 2 core elements, and the rest is up to the audience to fill in.
The Inside the Music series started off with what we call Delca, and that was a project that we did with Matthew Deere last summer in New York at the New Ink Gallery. We were able to create the experience from the ground up, and with that, leave behind for the community on GitHub a toolkit where they could go in and get the code and play with it themselves.
That's the fun of this project. Each time we approach this with a new artist, it's a completely new challenge.
Kinect has been used in the industry for a number of years now. So different bands from 9 Inch Nails to Neon Indian, there's different ways that people can think about how to use Kinect, and I'm sure there's thousands more that we haven't even come close to thinking of.